Hey y'all, so I have a lot of stuff that I've gotten in today for like orders that have been processing, so I knew that I wasn't going to be able to get to the recording. We are going to have a lot of consignment stuff that's going to go up, but I'm just sitting here at my desk. Hopefully the background isn't too distracting on you. However, I did want to talk with you guys about something that just come up. It's kind of it's irritated me, but at the same time, there's not much we can do about it. Some of you probably have already seen where PSA has stopped grading the Metal Charizard, and I can tell you for sure that that is 100% accurate. In fact, here you go. Here is an order that just I got the PSA grades for all of them N9 not graded, and here's one that I got last night. Let's see. Should be right here. Nope, that's not the one. Oh, it's going to be a lot closer than that. Express. Yeah, it should be this one. You can see on here, it says all the same thing, no grade, no charge. And you can actually see where one of the lines says N9 not graded 2001 Pokemon Celebrations Ultra Premium Collection, no longer grading the 4 Charizard. And on the other one, I actually had where you saw 10 cards, it was 6 of the Pikachu and 4 of the Charizard. And so, from what I hear, it's because they've got some kind of encasing problem. They're damaging the cards when they're going in there. I'm not sure why the other ones were fine to be graded. I didn't have any issue with the ones that I had. Maybe some people had issues with it shaking around in there. I don't know if this is an issue, but maybe some of that plastic or cardboard that we see a lot of times get down in the cards or down in the PSA case. With regular cards, it wouldn't be that big of an issue, but you start shaking around a metal card and the extra weight, it could probably scratch up that delicate surface, and then you have an insurance problem. We'll talk about the insurance issue here in a minute. However, I'm not completely sure, that's, the full issue of, what's going on here. I haven't received any notice. It is frustrating because I've already sent in mine. But another thing that I think it might be is the insurance issue. PSA, they started upcharging these. The very first one sold for 15 grand. And it didn't get paid for, and then so there were some that were graded between that time the first one sold and we've seen subsequent ones sell, and they upcharged it. And I had one guy email me. He said, they base it off of a value about half of the 15,000, it's about $7,500. So that upcharged it out of the Super Express maximum level, which is $500. Or not 500, it's $5,000. So I think the upcharge for that is like $500 or $600 or something like that, and then for the regular super premium, I think it's $300, whereas Express is just the $150. In fact, we could go right here and just check it, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So if you were to submit a card, and you wanted, like right now, you have to submit it on at least the Express level, and that's $150 a card. So if you submitted your card at $150, and it come out of 10 or whatever, they were valuing it between the 5,000 and the 10,000. So you had an upcharge between $150 all the way up to the $600. You had to pay another $450 out of pocket according to PSA standards for what it was. But what we've seen here in the past week or so, the prices have dipped between $2,500 and $5,000. In fact, they could have been less than $3,000 if they had continued to crank out in the system, because last I checked there was 28 PSA 10s, and I imagine there's even more, so about 1 in 5 are getting that PSA 10 charge. So they were nowhere near that 15,000, and they were just kind of estimating what the value would be, and by the time the people got the card, it already dropped even below what they had upcharged them for. So this is where sometimes PSA can get in trouble with the upcharges, because especially with new cards that haven't been released for a long time and they've only had a few sales, if they base it off those few sales, a lot of times the price can tank, and then they're upcharging their customers on a value that really doesn't have a solid market yet. So to me, I don't think that they should do that, at least until there is a solid market. It's really kind of like a gray area on how they're going to do that. But anyways, for me, it really made me angry, because you guys saw how many I submitted. We've got 10 here, which 6 of which are going to be the Charizard. I can show that to you here. This is my submission. You can see that I submitted 6 of the Charizard, or 6 of the Pikachu, 4 of the Charizard, excuse me. And then on the other one, I submitted may have been all Charizards. No, I think it was half Charizards. Let me look at it. Is this the same one? Yeah, it was 8 Charizard and 8 Pikachu. So I opened up quite a few Ultra Premiums. I opened up a dozen Ultra Premiums just so that I could submit this stuff to PSA because I was sure that they were going to grade them now. I only opened up 4 before. I submitted them. I didn't get the 10s. And then when I got in the second wave of the Ultra Premium collection, I opened up another 12 and I sent those into PSA. So not only has it wasted time, it costs shipping to get it out there, costs shipping to get it back. And then on top of that, I've paid for all these Ultra Premiums and now I've opened them up. So the price value, I mean, there's a price difference in value there. And then for me, I don't know what happened at PSA, but I imagine they were at least handled once. I hope they weren't, but for me, when I opened them up out of the Ultra Premium collection, I immediately sleeved them, put them in a semi-rigid, and sent them off. And my understanding is, once you send off to PSA, they handle it, they encase it, and then that's basically the least amount of handling you can ever have for a card like this. So now when I'm getting them back, I'm hoping that they're not going to have fingerprints or issues with them, but it's possible that they've already been handled now. And so if PSA does fix the problem and go forward in the future where they do grade them, I'm still going to be hesitant to send them in now because, I've wasted all this time and I've already opened up these Ultra Premium collections trying to get the 10 for my collection. So it's kind of discouraging. Also, if you guys have went on eBay and you've noticed the price spike on all of these, it's probably why. People are just trying to get their PSA 10 while they can because who knows how long it'll be before PSA actually fixes the problem. You see how long it took for them to fix the booster pack problem. And I imagine since there are many out there graded, maybe they're going to leave them in the registry, the Charizard Master Set, that kind of stuff. I'm not really sure how that's going to work. Hopefully they don't include any set stuff since they only had a small window where they did actually grade the cards and they rejected a lot of the cards that come in. But I hope that PSA can get it fixed. I would love to still grade those cards. I'm not sure where the price is going to go now that there's only a handful of PSA 10s out there and they're no longer grading them. But if they fix it pretty quickly, then hopefully that'll resolve any of those issues. But if you're trying to get a PSA 10 now and buy one, good luck. Like I said, they had gotten down to about $3,000 until this happened. And I went back on eBay this morning, and basically all of them were gone. There was one in auction still, but all the other ones are like 5 figures plus, asking for what people want now. So I think that's kind of like an artificial inflation until PSA can fix it and grade those cards again. But anyways, I want to talk with you guys just for a few minutes about that. I'm not showing any Pokemon stuff today, but thanks for listening.